My name's Mohammed Kaseem Saleem. I'm from Dumfries and I'm a professional boxer with a record of 2-0. I got into boxing when I was 18. I think it was due to bullying. I was quite fat, got bullied a lot at school. I just wanted to change my life around, and I think boxing helped that a lot. I started off doing a charity white-collar boxing event. That was my first ever fight. I lost it actually. I learnt a lot from it. I enjoyed it though. I progressed and I'd done a few more white-collar fights. Had a little bit of an amateur career in between and decided to turn pro. So I turned professional in 2019. That was my debut was in 2019. It was a different experience from what I had been doing in the past. It was good. I won the fight on points. I went the distance of 4 rounds. My first ever boxing memory, it was actually my brother that got me into boxing. I remember as a little kid, I went to watch him boxing and I remember him sparring and he got his nose burst and I started screaming. And I wanted to do it. You know, it got me into it as a wee bit, and then growing up watching Prince Naseem as well, it was good watching him growing up. I enjoyed the style of his boxing, and I used to think I want to do that. I was a bit too big to be his weight, but it is what it is. It just brought it on, you know. The second fight was a lot tougher. It was a hard fight. It was good. I managed to clock the guy with a left and a right and knocked him out. And I got knockout of the year for Scotland for that with Canuck Boxing Promotions. It was good. It boosted my confidence massively.
Going back to your last fight, when you won knockout of the year, you got a big shout from Amir Khan. What was that like to get a shout?
That was amazing. He DM'd me on Instagram and congratulated me on my knockout, and it was good. I watched him throughout my career as well, coming up as an Asian boxer, so it motivated me more, and then when he messaged me, obviously that's a bigger motivation in it to do better. Hopefully we'll get on one of his promotions once. I've spoke to him, so let's see what happens.
What's the next step in your career? What happens after this fight?
So this upcoming fight, hopefully, if we get the win for this fight, we've got another couple of fights I think. We need to do a 6-rounder and a 10-rounder, and then hopefully it puts us in line for a Scottish title fight. I know it's not been fought for a long time in Scotland because there's never been 2 heavyweights in Scotland at the same time. But I know now there's 3 of us, and hopefully after the next 2 fights, this one and the next 2 fights, puts us in line for a Scottish title fight, which would be a dream come true, you know. My trainer Paul Owler, he's class. He's been with me for 4 years. He's a lot younger than me, but the knowledge he's got from a young age. He's a top trainer. Does everything for me. He's helped me a lot, even in my personal life, my boxing life. He's my best mate. He's like my little brother. He does a lot for me. He takes a lot of time out of his own life and spends it with me in the boxing gym. Does a lot for me. He's done a lot for me than anyone could have done. I never had a trainer really before. I trained myself, and since he's come into my life, it's totally changed, you know. I put a lot of stress on him, I know I do, but he keeps me motivated, he keeps me pushed, and he's going to be with me till the end. Nothing's going to change. We're best mates, we're like brothers. He's done a lot for me, a lot more than a lot of people have done. And he's going to be a trainer for life with me. He's on this journey with me till the end.
I'm Paul Lowther, I own 24/7 Fitness. I'm an ex-ABA British champion amateur, and I also train Kaseem Saleem. How long have I known Kaseem? I've known Kaseem probably about 5-6 years, maybe longer actually. But I'd say I've probably been training him about 4 or 5 years. I trained him quite a bit before he turned professional. But I had to work for a while to get him to the standard where he was ready to turn professional. That took a bit of time, but yeah, we've been training together about 4 or 5 years. Outside of the ring, me and him get on really well. We're probably best pals, you know. We get on really well outside the ring. He's actually a quiet guy, you know. People get the wrong impression of Kaseem. He's a quiet guy. Anyone that knows him will tell you that he's got a heart of gold. He'll help anybody. He's helped a lot of people. Everyone will tell you that. He's quite well known for his charity work. But no, Kaseem's he's a good quiet guy, you know. He's got a good heart.
We have a 10-week camp normally for our for the fight coming up. This camp's actually been not too bad. Previous camps I've been a bit lazy. I'm not motivated. I don't know. Sometimes I get a bit lazy in the gym, and my trainer Paul's always on at me. Like, I need to push myself. I need to hit my limits. But sometimes you have lazy days, and you have days where you think, oh, I've worked all day, I can't train, and it gets hard. But on fight day, it's a different game. I just feel like I get this energy from looking at the crowd, the ring, everything. I just feel a totally different person. It's a different feeling. I don't know how to tell you the feeling, but it's different. So sometimes it is hard, you know, try to push yourself to train, you know, after you've had a long day at work. If you have the financial backing, it's different. You know what I mean? You can spend all day in the gym, you don't have to go and work, but you have to work. And then a whole day at work, coming to the gym, pushing yourself to your limits. It can get hard, you know, and it can get emotional sometimes, doing it every day, day in, day out. But people don't see that behind the scenes, you know, what goes on and the work and the effort you have to put in for a prep for a fight, you know.
His training for this fight's gone a lot better. In the past, he'll admit that himself, he has been a little bit lazy, but the training for this fight's gone good. He's put some before and after pictures on his social medias, and he's lost a lot of weight for this fight, and he's actually trained really well for it. We've got some good sparring, so it's only a 4-round fight, so I'm not overly stressed about whether he's fit enough, because he is fit enough for a 4-round fight. He's got that. But when we progress onto 6 rounds, 10 rounds, that's when he's really going to show what he's made of in the future, you know. But this fight's 4 rounds coming up. I've got no stress about it.
What would you say his biggest strength is?
What I would say and what he would say are probably different answers. He'd probably say his power, because his last knockout. But I would say probably his toughness. Kaseem's a tough boxer. When he's in the ring, there's not many men out there going to stop Kaseem when he spars. He's never been down. He's never been really hurt badly. Me and him have done a lot of sparring together as well. And I know he's hard to hurt, so I'd probably say his chin. He shouldn't know that, but it's not a great thing to know about a boxer. But he has got a tough chin, so I'd probably say his toughness, yeah. When I train people, I train them quietly. I don't like to shout and scream at people, because I feel like you get a lot of trainers that shout and scream at their boxers, and I don't think that's a good way to go. I like to just quietly talk to them, have that bit of respect. If they do something wrong at the end of a session, I'll pull them over, a quiet word with them. I think you get a lot more out of a boxer if you respect them, and instead of just screaming and shouting at them. But no, I've been training people about 5-6 years. I've been training people, and I've started training people more as well when I've taken over this gym, and we're in that now. So I've coached quite a few boxers, so a couple of amateurs now that are going on doing good things in the amateurs, and now coaching Kaseem for his professional career as well. So no, it's all going good.
So I run a security company, Alpha Security, in Dumfries. We do a lot of the doors, private security and stuff like that, and it can get hard work. It's a challenging job, you know, trying to run the company and work it, and then push your training on as well, because we get a lot of late nights, you know, working late nights till the early hours of the morning. It's good, I enjoy it, I enjoy my job as well. I think my faith helps me a lot. It keeps me focused. I go to the mosque, it's like a place where I can just go and chill, pray, connect with my mum if I want to. That was probably one of the hardest things I ever went through, was losing my mum. I had the opportunity to turn pro then. but I just lost the love for the sport. I took 5 years out, put on a lot of weight, and just lost my motivation for the sport, you know. But I've got the love back for it now. I feel like she's with me on my career now, you know, so it pushes me every day to do better, knowing that she's probably watching me, and hopefully I can do well and make her proud, you know. It's hard not having her there, watching me and pushing me on, but in heart she's there, so that's the main thing. I want to do it for my mum. If I can get to a Scottish title and win the Scottish title, that'd be my dream come true. The dream was to always come professional and have a few professional fights. And with my mum not being there now, it's harder, but it's motivating now to do it for her, you know.